In an effort to offset some of these aggressive perceptions that the public has about police, the Anderson Police Department in Northern California will now use nunchuks. The traditional Japanese weapon will now be used by 20 Anderson police officers to control uncooperative and unruly suspects. Now, Sergeant Casey Day said the police officers will be using them as a means of controlling a suspect rather than to attack him or her. These were designed with a different goal in mind, to be used more as a control weapon. But then he's quick to add, but it's not like we can't use them as an impact weapon. They work very good as an impact weapon. Now, while traditional nunchakus
they're nunchucks, that's why.
Consist of 2 wooden sticks connected with a metal chain, the Anderson Police Department's nunchakus are made of hard plastic tethered together with a nylon cord. Now, while officers are not required to use nunchakus, they will have to undergo a 16-hour training program to do so. The chief of police here, Michael Johnson, said that these are so that we can more compassionately gain compliance. Because that's what I think about when I see nunchucks. I'm like, that's compassion right there.
They call it a pain compliance. That's what they refer to it as, pain compliance, just to give it a specific. They will comply because we are going to hit them with nunchucks.
And then they will be in a lot of pain.
Yes.
And hence the compliance.
Right.
Okay, there's a lot I love about this story. I like that they refer to it as nunchakus.
Yes.
I'm sure that's correct, right? But the rest of us call them nunchucks, right? So let's just keep it real on what's going on there. Let's use the nunchakus. Okay, second of all, I'm going to shock the world here by being in favor of this. And I'll tell you why. Okay, because cops are shooting people so much these days. Anything they use that doesn't kill the person immediately, I'm more in favor of, right?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like they're normally going to pull out the gun. I mean, I've seen it on video 1,000 times. They pull out the gun, right? That's their first move. Not, hey, okay, I will now go through protocol, and I would go through the mace, and then this, right? And so, hey, because those same guys that are roid raging as cops, they can't wait to use the nunchucks.
That's what it is.
Exactly.
Right? But good, that means they're not going to shoot people. They're going to be like, and you're going to be like, fuck, you broke 3 ribs, and then you're going to live.
They're all going to get into like rolling under cars, like putting it under their leg.
Yeah,
and the whole thing.
Half of them are going to break their own nose. It's
good. I used to think we needed body cams so that we could see if police were, abusing their position of power. Now we need body cams so that we can record when other police hit themselves in the face with their new nunchucks.
I can't wait for that to go viral.
It's going to be a huge spike. And 16 hours, there's no way that's enough to teach people how not to beat the crap out of themselves with their nunchucks.
Yeah. And how bad, really, honestly, does your PR have to be that you're like, I need a nunchuck to make me seem nicer and more empathic? Like, that makes no sense. Like, it has to be, you have to be in real deep shit for that to be your way out.
No, it's just, it's going to diffuse the situation, not because there's a threat of force, but because the criminal is going to look at the cop with a nunchuck and just start laughing.
Yeah.
It's going to end. They're going to give each other a big hug. Like, this is absolutely amazing.
They're going to go, and then the guy's like, really? And again, I'm happy about that because then that requires time. So one of the problems we've been having is cops showing up at the scene and immediately shooting the person, right? In order to take out the nunchuck, and then they go, that's going to take some time. And this is the first demonstration we're getting of the California Police Department.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not California PD. Okay, don't get mad at me.
I love that they keep
don't
going
nunchuck
afterward.
Me. Right? He's like, oh no, I still got this. Right. Anyway, so if that takes some time, that means maybe you can assess. Oh shoot, it was a kid. Oh my God, it was a toy gun. Oh, he's unarmed. While I was playing around with my nunchucks, I realized I didn't have to murder this person, right?
Yeah.
So it'll lead to more busted heads and less dead people. This crazy state of America, I'll take it as a win.
Yeah, right? But here's the thing is like, they have a nightstick already. You got a nightstick, which is your, blunt force weapon, also protects you against knives. But it's boring, right? I don't want to hit people with a nightstick because I got to This you're gonna want to hit people with.
Yep.
That's the only problem. Is like now I have it.
Well,
giving them a bright shiny toy and telling them, but seriously, try to keep it in the box as long as possible.
That's what this Sergeant Casey Day is saying. He's like, it's supposed to like hold people and we'll get them and it's just to control, but you can really hurt somebody. I have really good practice with this. You know, he already is like showing his sign of like such excitement to use this. He's already very well versed in how to use it. That he's just showing his he's implementing this for his team.
That's such a great point. This guy clearly has a pair of nunchucks at home.
Which
and
are
like, we
banned
gotta
for
spread the word
civilians,
about nunchucks now. They're awesome.